Target Life Gap Year is more than just the luxury of taking a year off. It is a personal development gap year that has proven over decades to be a necessity for life. Our education system has failed us in helping students discover their full potential and their life calling. Emotional and spiritual intelligence development was left behind in a system where it's not possible to cater for every individual's need and gift mix. Target Life can fill this gap, but if you think you can't afford it, we also have a bursary program. But the question I need to ask you is, can you afford not to do it?
Often, high-performance students at high school drop out of university, or they waste expensive years because they do not know who they are and they don't have a proper sense of purpose or calling. How do you know what to do if you do not know who you are? The combination between a lack of identity as well as the high demands of an independent, responsible life often causes competent and talented young students to lead a life of passivity or a life filled with escapism. At Target Life, I have seen how young students have come to find direction, they've come to find purpose and calling, and they've really come to discover who they are and lead successful lives.
Without proper character development, the demand of studies and work create a student that is sufficient, but their personal lives fall apart. A lot of students also fall into substance abuse and waste their money on things that have no investment value for the future. This is a big problem for the HR department. I've seen in the last 10 years how students have come into Target Life and have taken responsibility for their own futures and have developed into young adults that are responsible and grow.
Target Life has tailored an amazing integrated process that addresses all of these shortcomings and much more. We have created a safe environment relationally where each individual student can fully discover their potential, purpose and calling and grow in their understanding of life's principles that determine the success of their future. My Target Life year has been the most extraordinary experience of my life so far, and it impacted my study years afterwards far more meaningful and successful than it would have been. I went to varsity with the attitude to contribute and not only to consume, and that caused so much more growth in my personal life than most other students experienced.
Our classes satisfy the curious minds with amazing new concepts, principles and paradigms that will enrich their lives in a practical way. The things that you will learn will ignite your passions and interests and develop your maturity within yourself. We believe that learning can be fun and adventurous, and therefore we have tailored our curriculum to be relevant to the world that you live in. I love concepts and philosophies, and I was blown away by the things that I've learned in my Target Life year.
I'm a specialized counselor at Target Life, and it's wonderful to see the students dealing with their baggage and their hurts from the past, and at the same time develop emotional intelligence. The leaders are in a personal mentorship relationship with the students, and we develop prophetic counseling processes that builds identity in Christ, and it brings a degree of healing beyond our own understanding. I joined Target Life as a professional chef, but I realized that my calling is mentoring and discipling and counseling the students.
Our career guidance process covers a broad range of assessments focused on self-knowledge to help the student navigate their own future. This serves as a powerful motivator to the students to pick up the responsibility of their own future. Target Life helped me to understand who I am on a deeper level and ignited passions and talents that lay dormant while I was in school. Apart from Target Life, I'm assisting in another ministry. I also study industrial psychology, and I'm in a serious relationship with Sonica, another Target Life leader.
Johan and I have learned so much about relationships and marriage in Target Life that we can have a secure and mature walk in a relationship with each other. Coming from a place where I didn't want to get married or have children, I enjoy our relationship with wonderful understanding of how to communicate effectively. It is also helpful to know the principles that governs relationships, as well as the practical know-how of flowing together in a romantic friendship. We both know our calling in life, and I can see it flowing together, and that gives me great security in my relationship with Johan.
I used to be a facilitator at a youth campground in Rustenburg, and I arrived at Target Life as an outsider last year. I found Target Life to be totally on a next level of youth development due to the course extending over the full year. My own life has been so enriched over the past year that I cannot even express in words. This is a must for every young person.
Although it's not compulsory to stay in the commune, for those who do, it is a wonderful opportunity to develop new skill sets and build friendships to form a family. We have lots of fun every day, and between the socializing, gaming and amusement, there's never a dull moment. The commune became a transitional home so that I can eventually have one of my own.
While growing up, trauma caused me a great deal of inner pain. Because of this, I went into rebellion during adolescence, and by the end of matric, my life was on a very destructive path that was concealed to most people in it. My parents were seriously worried and enrolled me into Target Life. I grabbed at the opportunity just to get out of my home. But in 1 year, my life transformed so radically that I've now reconciled with my parents. I'm a leader at Target Life and I understand my purpose and calling. I have left the past behind and I have high hopes for the future. I'm serving the Lord with all my heart in a place where we are one big family on an amazing adventure, and understand my giftings. I want to help other people find meaning in their life like I did and see more miracles happen.
Invest a year and benefit for eternity. We see you soon.